Hello! In this video, we are going to learn about discussing suggestions as we try to solve a puzzle or a riddle, you know that. To begin, let me ask you this question. Have you sent gifts to someone by mail? And if you have, what was it? Remember that? Has anybody sent you a gift by mail? All right, remember that time. Or think about it if you have not received any gift by mail. Read the following riddle or the following puzzle. Juan and Maria are a couple. Juan wants to give Maria a ring, that is the gift. But in the country where they live, whatever they send in the mail is stolen unless the box has a lock on it. They both have padlocks, those portable locks, but they don't have each other's keys to open the padlock. How can Juan get the gift to Maria without it being stolen? All right, let's think about it. Let me just ask some simple questions because it may take a while for you to get the solution. What does Juan want to give to Maria? A ring, yes? And how can mail not be stolen? If it has a lock, a padlock. All right, so when we are trying to solve this, we may have a discussion, a conversation with somebody in which we describe some possible solutions or alternatives that can lead us to the answer of the puzzle. All right? So in that conversation that we may have, we may propose some solutions, some suggestions. I would like to give you some expressions that we can use for proposing suggestions. All right? Let me list them for you. Instead of just saying, do this, let's do this, we could say, what you want to do is, you're proposing something. What you want to do is this. Or you could try, or you could say, I'd rather do this. Or maybe we can do this. Or what if we do this? Or how about we do this? Or how about doing this? All right? Now, when you hear somebody proposing some solutions, some alternatives, some making some discussion, some suggestion, you may want to consider it and you may want to say something, all right? So what if they don't, if you don't like what they propose? You could say, for example, I don't think that will work, right? That will function. Will work. Are you sure that's a good idea? Or how have you thought about this instead? Or I'm not convinced about that because, and then you explain why. Or actually, if you like the idea, you could say that could work, or that sounds plausible, or you have a point there. You see, there are several expressions that you can use to assess, to evaluate, to examine how useful a suggestion can be. All right? So, because we are trying to solve this riddle, this puzzle, let's use these expressions in our discussion. So, the practice activity is this. Using expressions studied in this lesson, write part of a conversation in which you and a friend discuss possible suggestions to solve the puzzle. That means that you are not going to propose the final solution there unless you have it, but I just need a sample of a conversation that you might have with a friend in which you are trying to solve the puzzle. All right? So I want you to think for a moment, write the script of a simple conversation, part of a conversation that you would have to solve this puzzle, and we'll see the answer in a moment. All right? So please pause my video, complete the activity, and I'll see you in a moment. All right. thank you very much for having completed the activity. I have some sample conversation here. And let's say the conversation is between John and Stacy. John says, "So, what do you think would work for Juan and Maria?" And she says, "I'm not sure. Have you thought about them using another type of box with a code?" And John would say, "I don't think that would work. There is no way to tell Maria the code without someone else seeing it." Stacy says, "You have a point there. But what about writing Maria a note saying that it's something like their anniversary date?" "Are you sure it's a good idea?" he says. I wouldn't know in what order to insert the day and the month." That is true. We don't know if it's December 1st, 12/01 or 1/12/01/12. Yeah. Stacy says, "Never mind, then I give up." That's where the conversation ends. That is a really nice conversation, and they use some good expressions from the inventory, from the list that we have. All right. I am going to pause my video so that you can practice the pronunciation with the native speakers. All right? So listen and practice your pronunciation, please.
So what do you think would work for Juan and Maria?
I'm not sure. Have you thought about them using another type of box with a code?
I don't think that would work. There's no way to tell Maria the code without someone else seeing it.
You have a point there, but what about writing Maria a note saying that it's something like their anniversary date?
Are you sure it's a good idea? I wouldn't know in what order to insert the day and month.
Never mind then. I give up.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for having pronounced that conversation. And let me read you the answer to the puzzle. All right? This puzzle was invented by Caroline Calderbank, and it was inspired by real events. The solution is as follows. Juan sends the box to Maria with a padlock. So on the outside, there is one padlock. Maria must add another lock to the box once she receives it and send it back to Juan. So the box has two locks there. He will remove his lock from it, so that only Maria's is left, and will forward it to her. Since this one has the key, because it is her own lock, she will have no problem opening it. Nice. So the box has to travel a little bit more, but it will get there safely. That's very smart, very ingenious. All right. Actually, Caroline Calderbank was the daughter of two mathematicians, and probably that's why she got the genius to write like that. All right. Thank you very much for having completed the assignment and for having read the solution with me and for having thought about it for all this time. And with all this practice, I hope that you have learned how to propose, make suggestions, and how to assess them to come to the right answer. All right. Thank you very much for all your hard work, and I will see you in the next video.